We had a little laugh there. Hi, Miss Lee. I love you, and that's all I have to say. Charlotte's Web. Remember, Charlotte's Web is one of the piggy. We'll see how much we can do. Are you reading about God? Which we reading first?
That one.
Charlotte's Web.
Which dress?
Let me see.
Yeah, my second favorite.
Yeah. Templeton the rat lived by his own rules. And his number one rule was, I look nasty, what am I miss? Every rat for himself. Read it for the good people
for
there,
himself.
Mary.
For himself.
Charlotte
knew she had to save her friend from the terrible fate he'd been told. She just didn't know how to. Then she had an idea. She did what she did best. She spun a beautiful web. With the words "some pig" in it. People came from all over town to see the web that saved Wilbur.
Wilbur is the pig, remember.
There's a boy. Wilbur fought for a while, but soon Charlotte needed more words to spin. That was where the Templeton came in. That rat is always dragging a rubbish with writing on it. Goosey, the goose pointed out. At first, Templeton refused. Who's Templeton?
Templeton is your rat.
Templeton refused to help, but then he realized something. Having a pig around me, lots of scraps for him to eat. So off he went to the dump to find more words to save Wilbur. A pair of crows sat on a sign. They spotted Templeton scurrying towards the mounds of rubbish.
Scurrying. What does scurrying mean? You're going up fast. Gotta scurrying, moving fast.
I don't know rat that fast either.
I feel he was kind of slow and clumsy, but nevertheless.
A big rat?
You feel a big rat can move. You know where you see big rats? Out by the boardwalk, like opposite, Aqua Beach. You know the chauffeur where we went when we did playing on the inside?
Yeah.
If you go across the road by the beach there, all time I went and I sat down parked there having something, and when I looked, this rat was so big he was like breathing and like he go catch his breath. Yeah, rat real big and fat boy. Rats out there.
I remember, right? We had one.
And on the boardwalk.
We had one in the house, right? And then my aunt just said like, we hear she scream, cause I don't want to get to pee. And then I hear she scream, and then everybody run up, and she said she see this big rat.
Oh, sure.
And then next couple of seconds, I in the bathroom doing my little job, and then this big fat rat run past me like a blazer.
Are you that scared?
No.
Remember, Amaya is a warrior, so Amaya won't be scared.
I scared these tiny little ones.
What, not the big one?
No, not really.
Why? Because the big one's slow? What's the reason?
The big one's fast, so I don't really see them. I see this big grey thing run past me. I was like, what's that? I went to look. Rat done gone.
Oh, damn. Let me finish this book here. Let me see. Scurrying. He was scurrying towards the mounds of rubbish.
The mounds of rubbish. Want to go mess with him? One crow asked. Sounds like fun. The other crow was like, the crows. I rat fast, yeah.
Yeah.
The crows crawled and dive bomb. Templeton. He darted into an empty tin. just in time. The rat is not enjoying this. Templeton muttered he was almost ready to give up.
Finally, the crows flew away. Templeton spotted a newspaper. "Hey, look," he said. "Words." He ripped off a piece of the newspaper and carried it back to the barn. Charlotte used the word radiant from the newspaper. What does radiant mean? What does radiant mean? Shining brightly, just like Auntie. We normally talk about the radiant sun, right? Shine is very bright, brighten up the radiant light. Like Auntie, like Mary. When I entered the room, everything was brighten up.
I can see Barbados is a big difference to America.
Yeah.
I know some people say you can never starve in Barbados.
Because you can always go and find something like on the tree or
Bunch of guava, donks.
Yeah, you just have to know how, right?
Akis, coconut, I think.
Yeah, it's true.
You say you can never starve in Barbados.
They all know so many mangoes so plentiful you pass and you see them on the ground. Certain times you see that with like the golden apples. Sometimes even pears. When it's pears, I mean avocados, right? Yeah. When these fruits aren't plentiful, yeah, you can't even pick up all to share.
You can really tell that Barbados is different to America. Because you don't see the monkey how people eat tree picking the fruit. And in Barbados, you'll go and say this mango here look right. You turn really mango and a big monkey bite inside the red.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't make the mistake to quarrel with them either, because they will come and pick all and pelt them down on the ground. Just bite them and pelt them down. In other words, be spiteful, you know? Yeah. I remember
I showed a monkey and the monkey looked at me so I say you better get on my tree for I pick up sand and shoot you with it. But I had to shoot you with it, so you better get on my tree before I shoot your sand was saying. I think the monkey get on the tree and I'm going to baby business.
Yeah.
If you understand me.
I remember when I used to have my garden to the back and I had like pea tree. The pea trees, I used to let them grow tall, you know, full of peas. And every day, faithfully at the same time of the day, a monkey will come and go up in my pea tree. Yeah, and I would just what I want make, and I would just watch it. Sometimes it will rock back there, you know, like this is the I kid you not, rock back there in the tree and eating. And then it got on another branch, and when it satisfied, go down. Yeah. I didn't used to be bothered about it. If it seemed look to the window, it would run, right? But I didn't used to shout or quarrel or anything.
I can remember I don't my mother that time. My mother went somewhere else, but she friend or something. And then my mother said, shut that window there. No, don't let the window, because we got a monkey there that's come there and sit. Now, if you see Tracy way, monkey, cause like, by window is like deep. It's like deep. And then under you could just go and touch the grass and feel it up at it. Yeah. And then my mother said the monkeys come there with my god thing and pelt it all through the house.
Oh, the monkeys get very bold, yeah. Alright, and again, people came from all over to see her miraculous web. Remember, Charlotte is the spider. But then Mr. Zuckerman decided...
Charlotte is doing Spinach.
Yeah, to take Wilbur to the county fair. If Wilbur didn't win a prize, he would be turned into dinner after all.
Oh.
Charlotte couldn't let that happen. She needed another word.
Wilbur, what do you mean by Wilbur becomes dinner?
That they're gonna kill they're gonna slaughter the pig to eat the pork. Yeah.
Who's Wilbur?
Poor pig.
Poor pig.
I like my milk on piece of pork, but I can still feel sorry for the pig.
I can remember we got around on me at my father, and then they used to be around for the pig. Mr. Pig got teeth, right? I remember every time she said every time he used to get trouble, I think she said so every time he used to get trouble, she used to carry to the pig and he used to cry.
The frightened?
Yes, the pig must have bite them.
Oh, Lord. Oh, poor. Once again, Templeton refused to help. What's in it for the rat? He asked. He only checking for himself. The geese told him exactly what was in it for him. Food. At the fair, there would be sticky, greasy, half-eaten, glorious food everywhere he looked. Templeton and Charlotte snuck along to the fair. Give me some words by nightfall, Charlotte told Templeton. Please. You do realize I'm just here for the food, right? Templeton checking for himself. Yeah, Templeton in the business with them. Templeton grumbled. The rat. But he went out and found more words for Charlotte. No, Charlotte is his spider. This Wilbur. Wilbur looked on as he worked all night to spin another way. Templeton looked up the word in the way. Looked up at the word in the way. Humble. Wilbur may not have been the biggest or the best looking pig at the fair, but he certainly had heart. It was the perfect word. Thanks to the rat and a very kind spider, everyone, including the judges, would know how special Wilbur was. He really was some radiant, humble pig. Okay? We're going to read our next story now because the time getting weird. He's going to do most of the reading, all right? What we want to be? We want to be humble. We want to be radiant. Right on the corner where you are. Right on the corner where you are. Blame it on the spinach omelet. Bye-bye.